Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. We've got a good webinar planned out for this morning. We're going to be discussing the new Colorado Bankers products. They have a new 3-year, 5-year, and 7-year program. They're just introduced as of yesterday. This exclusive plan we do have available through Insurance Agency Marketing. This is Matt Tour. If you do have any questions along the way, be sure to get those asked on your computer there. I'd be glad to get those answered for you. We'll be discussing three different carriers this morning, including Atlantic Coast Life, Colorado Bankers, and we'll also be discussing Sentinel, who is the sister company to Atlantic Coast Life. So shouldn't take too long, probably less than a half an hour in length this morning, so we'll get through the material as quickly as possible today. And if you do have interest in getting additional information on the programs we discuss in today's webinar, we'd be glad to get those sent out to you. You can go ahead and contact myself after the webinar, and then I'll be glad to get those in your hands. We do continue to offer our referred producer bonus program, and we do pay out $100 for every $100,000 you write of annuity premium. Actually, that's on our other program, the referred producer. You get $50 when you refer an agent to us. You get $100 when they do their first piece of business, or 20 basis points, whatever's higher. So if you refer a producer that does $1 million with us over the next year, you'll get $2,000 of referral bonus. So pretty nice program there. And then we also have our marketing and reimbursement, and that is paying currently $200 for every $100,000 of premium you write with us, and a great way for you to build up some money in order to do advertising, and we'll reimburse you half of that cost based on your advertising. So really a strong program on that end, and a great couple programs we're continuing to offer through in IMES. We also have our new producer builder bonus, and we've got different levels of production. If you do $500,000 with IMES the first 90 days of being contracted, you'll receive an option of doing a couple different coaching systems. We also have a Ritz-Carlton travel package, the seminar packages, really some good programs going there in that market. A great way for you to build up some additional bonus dollars based on production your first 90 days. I know we've had a number of agents qualify for this over the last couple of years, so some very nice incentives there that you can qualify based on your production early on, so definitely keep that in mind. And we'd be glad to get that started up for you on that end. We also have a great back office support team here in the office here at IMES. We take care of your business from start to finish. You send a piece of business in, it gets scrubbed. I know with the applications getting up into the 30, 40, 50 page range, it definitely helps to have an extra set of eyes checking out your apps before they get sent in. We can help get those completed with you based on anything that may be missing on the application itself. Of course, we do have case design assistance. If you have a case you're working on, be it a life insurance or annuity, we've got lots of specialists in the office. They'd be glad to discuss those cases with you and be able to maximize your income down the road for clients, maximize their returns, find the best deal for your specific client based on their situation. So always feel free to give our marketing team a call on that end. They'd be glad to help you out with those. We have forms on our website. You can download any number of forms you need on different carriers. We have some great quoting systems on our website. You can do term quotes, you can do annuity quotes, you can do income rider comparisons, a lot of different things you can do right on our website there. We do have a sales coach, Dave Pemper. He does an outstanding job on helping agents increase their business, increase their production in the field. He has different seminars he can coach you on. He's got different sales techniques, a lot of different things he can help you out with as you're trying to expand your business in the field. We also have on our website paperless contracting, so you can get licensed up with any number of carriers at one time. You would just fill out the generic forms, circle the companies you want to represent, and we'll go ahead and get those sent through for you. You can do Colorado Bankers online, Atlantic Coast Life, I believe you can do that online. So a lot of different contracts you can complete with one set of licensing, which makes it much easier for you in the field. We've got a great creative team that helps you out with advertising. If you want to maybe change your logo for your business, maybe you want to do some mailings or social media advertising, maximize your responses online, be it Google AdWords, different online newsletters. A lot of really strong information you can pull out of our creative team. They've got a sample PDF booklet they can send you on things they've done for other people in the past. Some really good stuff you can look through if you want to get your business cards redone. Maybe you want to do some stationery, get your logo redone. I mean, it just depends on what you're working on. They can help you out with maybe radio advertising. Maybe you want to do some TV ads. They can do everything from top to bottom on those. So definitely keep our creative team in mind on that end. We've got a great wealth management team also. If you want to get involved in the wealth management side of the business, I know that Charles, Michael, and Joan are all in that department. They do a great job on getting agents set up on their Series 65, getting you the platforms you need to get started in that side of the business. Got some great investment options for clients. Maybe they want to maximize their returns over the next 20 years. Get as much growth as they can coming up in the next few years. They got the platforms they can get into that you can maximize their returns. I know we had some strategies last year returning over 20%. I know the stock market's been a little bit volatile here the last few days. I know we had a decent bounce back yesterday. Hopefully that will continue the next few weeks. And he's able to go over that with you on the phone. So if you want to talk to Charles or Mike, they'd both be glad to help you out with your needs on that end. I know that a lot of agents are trying to get more involved on the security side just because of the market returns the last few years. We've been on about an 8-year bull run. We've seen some good increases over the last 8 years. I know we will eventually see a bear market come up, but who knows when. And if you want to get involved in that side, definitely mark yes on this poll. I'll go ahead and get that forwarded on to Charles and Mike, and they'd be glad to give you a phone call to follow up on your needs on that end. I know we've had some agents in the past who referred clients to different brokers and ended up losing those clients because they went over to the broker talked them into cashing out their annuities, putting all their money in the market. Obviously, it's better if you have more control of the client based on their investment options. So, having a securities license always would help on your end. So keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and close this poll here. Move on to the next slide. We have our website we talked about briefly earlier. It's www.imsinc.com. Great place to go to look up interest rates. Maybe look up and see what the interest rate environment is right now on multi-year rate guarantee annuities. Maybe look up what the current rates are on caps on some of the index strategies. We have a lot of different forms you can download there right on the website. We've got our annuity news booklet on the website. We have our annuity grid, which is our full portfolio of products with current rates, bonuses, liquidity options, a lot of really good stuff you can pull off that annuity grid. We also have a long-term care product grid, so you can look up the information on long-term care products. We also have our life insurance programs on board, so if you want to look at the best rate for a 20-year term on a 62-year-old. You could download those rates instantaneously right on the website, and a great place to go to do some comparison on costs for insurance on the life side. So really a good spot to go to based on that. So definitely keep that in mind also. So we also have a lot of different industry links. Maybe look up a AM Best report on a specific carrier. Maybe you're trying to get some tax information during the IRA season right now, and maybe you're looking for State Department of Insurance email or contact there. We've got some of the links for those, so definitely take a look at that page there to get your best returns for your needs on those links. But we also offer our Retirement Analyzer software program. Really good software program that prints off some valuable information for clients if they're looking at retiring 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. You can give a really good presentation based on the booklets it prints out. Really good colorful pie charts, bar graphs, different viable charts that show how much they need to save now to be able to take out, let's say, $1,000 a month down the road. You can plug in some different variables, including tough economic times, premature death in one of the clients, nursing home stays, change of cost of living during retirement. And you can plug all that information in. It's going to kick you out some really valuable numbers you could take a look at with clients. So that's something you have interest in. I know Marcus in the office is a great individual to go to on that end. Great place to start. So if you have any questions on that, definitely give us a call. He'd be glad to go over that with you. We also offer all expense paid training. We have a 2-day meeting coming up the end of March the 28th, 29th, and 30th. It's going to be a great training session we're going to hold at the Athene home office in Des Moines, Iowa. We do pay for your travel. Your room and board is all taken care of. So really a great 3-day meeting. You typically fly in on a Wednesday afternoon. The meeting itself would start around 6 p.m. on Wednesday. It goes a full day on Thursday, and then we have a morning meeting on Friday, and then everyone would go to the airport and fly out on Friday afternoon. So that's something you have some interest in possibly taking a look at. I know we bring in some excellent speakers on those meetings. We bring in some of our top annuity sales individuals. They'll be going over closing techniques, appointment techniques, ways to, more ways to get in front of clients, more ways to close the clients you do get appointments with, and then be able to deliver the policy and have it stick. I mean, that's the key when you obviously sell a program to a client. You don't want to have to go out there and try to deliver it 2 or 3 times. They'll go over ways to, get it all done with one delivery. So that's something I have some interest in doing. I know we've got some room in our next meeting coming up the end of March. It's a great training opportunity. I know I've had a number of agents ask me about the program here recently. We typically bring in about 40 agents, and we bring in about 4 to 5 speakers. We'll have our annuity sales coach. That'll be Dave Pimper. Of course, you'll be getting some information on some of the programs that companies are offering at the meeting itself at Athene. They'll be going over some of their stronger selling products, their income riders, some of the features they have that the companies do not have. So if that's something you have interest in doing, just vote on that situation as we speak. We'll be glad to get you set up on that and get you moving forward. Of course, we go over the latest software tools we have. We'll be going over some advanced annuity topics, life insurance programs. We'll be going over the latest and greatest strategies being used in the annuity market. Of course, some of the uncapped strategies being used right now, ways for clients to earn higher returns on a good market. And of course, we'll be going over some of the annuity industry threats and some of the things going on that end. So definitely keep that in mind based on what we're going to be offering at that meeting. I'm going to close this up real quick. Oh, today's webinar, we're mainly going to be discussing multi-rate guarantees. I'll be discussing some of the products mainly being offered by three companies: Atlantic Coast Life, Sentinel, Colorado Bankers are the companies we're going to be discussing today. Some really straightforward contracts. Good thing about some of these companies, you can go down to some lower deposits that work out really well for IRA deposits this time of year. If you want to do a Roth IRA deposit, it depends on your client situation. You got some options based on those. We'll start out this morning with Atlantic Coast Life. They've got some very straightforward contracts. They have a contract that is based just purely for accumulation. There's no withdrawals available. It's got some fantastic rates of return. If you take a look at the Safe Harbor contract, you've got a 4.4 rate first year, 3.44 second year through fifth year, a great 5-year rate guarantee. Your rate's going to be up in the 3.4 range on that 5 years. Those are simple interest rates. You stretch it out to a 10-year rate guarantee, you're looking at 5.28 first year, 4.28 years 2 through 10. 10-year rate, you're looking at coming about 4.30. Great interest rate right now, and they've got 5, 6, 7-year options and a 10-year option. They've got a death benefit feature. If you want to add on a full death benefit, it's 25 basis points off the top. If you go with the Safe Haven contract, these are compounded rates. You get a 4.2 first year, 3.2 years 2 through 5. If you want to add on the preferred 10% free withdrawal feature, that's 15 basis points. If you want to add on the death benefit feature, that's additional 25 basis points. So if you added on the free withdrawals and the death benefit, that's going to lower your rate by about 40 basis points. And so instead of earning about 3.40 first year, you're going to be down around 3% based on that 5-year rate guarantee over that time period. So keep in mind that, if you want to go for just pure accumulation, that Safe Harbor is a great plan to go with. It's got simple interest rates. You tell your client they're going to earn 4.44 first year. They got a 3.44 guarantee years 2 through 5. Great 5-year contract. A great program to go with. Atlantic Coast Life, they also have a plan they call the Safe Anchor. It's a great indexed annuity. It's got very high rates. If you take a look at the fixed rate, which is guaranteed all years, you're looking at 3.2 on a fixed rate. They have a 1-year point-to-point strategy right now that has a 6% cap. They do have a monthly strategy that has no cap on it with an annual reset. And they have a 1-year monthly cap at 2.25. I know based on returns I saw with even lower caps last year, you're looking at returns up in the 18 to 20% range in 2017 based on that 2.25 cap. So great return capabilities on this contract. It's a shorter term contract. It's only 5 years. Your client can get in and out of it quickly. They've got the great return capabilities on this contract. If you want the riders, there are low fees for that. If you've accumulated interest, only 5 basis points. 10% free withdrawal, you're looking at 15 basis points. So really a strong combination there on that Atlantic Coast Life Safe Anchor contract. So if you have any clients looking for real short-term contracts, that would be an excellent way to go. Sentinel Life is a sister company to Atlantic Coast. They're available in a lot of states. The Atlantic Coast Life plans are not available in. Their contracts work very similar. You got a 5-year rate guarantee right now at 3.35. You have a 7-year rate guarantee at 3.50. Then you have a 7-year or 10-year rate guarantee at 3.60. You can see the rates are slightly lower in Florida and Minnesota. It just depends, of course, where your client is, what's going to be available in their state. If you want to take advantage of either Atlantic Coast or Sentinel, we can hook you up with the plans that are available in your specific states. You can obviously maximize the returns by leaving some of those riders off. Some of the charges they have on the Sentinel. You're looking at 16 basis points for an RMD friendly rider. You've got the 10% free withdrawal, which is 8 basis points. If you want the terminal illness and nursing home care, that's a 15 basis points charge. So it just depends what you're working with. Most states, this plan's available to age 90, and Oklahoma's up to age 80. Minimum premium on this is $2,500. So if you got someone that has lower dollar values to invest, this does go down to $2,500, so much lower end to get started. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to be discussing a brand new plan we just came out with yesterday. It's with Colorado Bankers. They've got a 3-year, a 5-year, and a 7-year rate guarantee. Their 5 years probably one of the best in the market right now. 5 years at 3.25. There's no reduction for the 10% free withdrawal. There's no reduction for the full death benefit. There are no rolling surrender charges, so as soon as you make it through your 5 years, you're done. You can move your money out whenever you'd like. It turns into an annual renewable rate. So say at the end of 5 years, your 3.25 turns into 3%. If you can get more interest down the road, you can take all your money out at any time and reinvest that into a new strategy. So very strong plan. It's available in most states. I believe every state right now except for New York and California. It does have the 10% free withdrawal feature. The plan itself is available to age 90. It does take $10,000 to get in. Maximum premium is $1 million. You do have monthly interest options available after 30 days. So if you want to take out your interest after 30 days, you can do that. You have a 10% free withdrawal starting in the 2nd year. You have a 5-year withdrawal charge. It goes 98765. There is a nursing home waiver. If your client goes into a nursing home, they can get half their money out without a surrender charge. That's a pretty good deal. They have to be in the nursing home for 90 consecutive days, and the policy has to be enforced for 1 year. So if your client goes in a nursing home at the end of the 1st year, they're in there for 90 days, they can get half their money out, no questions asked. You can annuitize this contract after 12 months. You do have multiple payout options available on that. And there is a delivery receipt required on all deliveries of policies. They do accept rollovers from qualified contracts, 457 plans, IRAs, self-employed pensions, SEPs, 403Bs, and simple IRAs. So they will take lots of different transfers and they'll roll into an IRA. They've got the extremely competitive interest rates right now, 3.25 for 5 years, 3.5 for 7. They're probably the one of the best rates right out there amongst any of our companies. Commission-wise, I know the 5-year pays 2.5. I believe the 7-year pays the same. 3-year, I believe, pays right around 1. So if someone's looking for an extremely short-term rate, 2.10 is a pretty good rate right now, and that still pays right about 1% commission. So it's a nice combination there. If you'd like to get some information on the Colorado Bankers plan, I know we just came out with applications yesterday. You have to get contracted, you have to do the product training, and then you can submit business. So a couple things you have to do up front, and then you can get that business submitted. So great opportunity options there on that end. If you have any questions on that, my name is Matt. Definitely give me a call. I'm trying to keep this to under half an hour in length here this morning. Be glad to get at the Colorado Bankers information out to you. They've got some really strong rates right there. You know, B++ rated carrier. They've got a good rating and really a nice place. If you got clients locked in right now at 2% minimum rate guarantees or maybe a 3% rate guarantee, you can bump them up to 3.5 on that 7-year. That's going to make a big enough difference, I think, for them to move their money. And really a nice features are worth that liquidity. You got 10% starting in the 2nd year. You've got interest out in the 1st year. Great combination right now. I'm glad to help you out with those. Any questions you may have, my name is Matt. Give me a call. I know we just started our qualification for our next trip. We'll be announcing our next trip here shortly. This year's trip is to the Boulders. It's going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona, 25th and 28th of February, just coming up in a few weeks. I know we're going to be bringing in about 75 agents for this trip. Should be a fantastic time. Head down there in Arizona. I'm sure the weather in Arizona is going to be much nicer than it's going to be in Omaha. I know we're sitting at 10 degrees today here in Omaha with snow, so not a very good combination. If you do have anything you need on our next trip coming up, qualification just started in January. It's going to be an 18-month qualification. The qualification will run through June of 2019. We'll make an announcement here in the next few months on our location for the next trip, but it's going to be a great time right now to get started on qualifications. We're looking at $2 million to qualify, so really a great combination. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Thanks for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.